Hi there and welcome to another session of accountancy with me Vishwanath sir for the 12th standard. When we last finished last week, we left off with accounting ratios and we just did one ratio, that was current ratio, and which is a short-term solvency ratio. We shall be continuing from where we left so that we understand more in depth about what has to be done. Okay, so we take up a particular sum where the trade payables given to us is 50,000, the working capital is 18,000, the current liabilities are 6 lakhs. Now we have to find out the current ratio. Now in this sum, if you see, the current liability is given to you, the working capital is given to you. Now don't take the tension of trade payables because it is just given to confuse you. Okay, so first write down the formula. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. So in this, working capital is 18 lakhs and your current liability is 6 lakhs. Okay, so it is current liabilities, current assets minus current liabilities, which is minus 6 lakhs, which goes to the left hand side. So your current assets is nothing but working capital plus current liability, which will give you 24 lakhs. Okay, so we have got the current assets as 24 lakhs and the current liability is already given to us as 6 lakhs. So put down the formula. Current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities, which is nothing but 24 lakhs upon 6 lakhs, okay, which we get as 4:1. Okay, understood? Trade payable is already included in current liabilities, so that is just given to confuse you. Fine. So remember, write down the formula of working capital from where you will get current assets. Then you go to your current ratio, which is current assets upon current liabilities. Let's go to another sum. In this sum, the working capital is given. The working capital is given as 9 lakhs. The total assets is given as 45 lakhs. The non-current assets is given as 33 lakhs. We have to calculate the current ratio. Now, let's focus on your assets. Your total assets is 45 lakhs. What is the meaning of total assets? It basically means non-current assets and current assets. Okay, now your non-current assets are given as 33 lakhs. And your total assets are 45 lakhs, which means 12 lakhs is your current assets. 12 lakhs is your current assets. From this, we come to know, we have found out the current assets, which is 12 lakhs. Now write down the formula. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. The working capital is given in the sum as 9 lakhs and your current assets, which we just found out, was 12 lakhs. Okay, so you have to do 9 lakhs minus 12 lakhs, which will give you 3 lakhs. Okay, which will give you 3 lakhs, or this is current assets minus your working capital. So your current liability is 3 lakhs. Understood? Now it's very easy for you. You write down the formula, current ratio, that is equal to current assets upon current liabilities, which is 12 lakhs upon 3 lakhs, and the answer is 4:1. Okay, is it clear? In this sum, what did they give us? They gave us the total assets, and the total assets is nothing but your non-current assets plus your current assets. Your non-current assets was given to us as given to us as 33 lakhs. The total assets was given as 45 lakhs, which means the difference between the total assets and the non-current assets is your current assets, that is 12 lakhs. Okay, we keep 12 lakhs aside, then we apply the formula because we need to find out the current liabilities. Okay, so working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, where your working capital was given to us in the sum as 9 lakhs. Now your current assets is 12 lakhs. Takes 12 lakhs on the other side. 9 lakhs minus 12 lakhs is minus 3 lakhs, and here we have minus current liabilities. So your minus and minus gets struck out, and you're remaining with your current liabilities of 3 lakhs. Now apply the formula. Current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities, which will give you 12 lakhs upon 3 lakhs, that is 4:1. From here, I go to the next sum. In the next sum, the working capital is given to us as 10 lakhs. So we all know right now what is working capital, that is current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, so in this particular sum, the working capital is given as 10 lakhs. The total debts is given as 45 lakhs. The non-current liabilities are 40 lakhs. Okay, the non-current liabilities are 40 lakhs. So you have to calculate the current ratio. Now, the total debts basically means current liabilities and non-current liabilities. Out of that, they have given us a non-current liabilities as 40 lakhs. Okay, from 45 lakhs of your total debts, from your total debts of 45 lakhs, you are going to minus 40 lakhs, which will give you 5 lakhs as your current liabilities. So current liabilities you have got, and we have already got working capital. So working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. So working capital is given to us as 10 lakhs. Current assets we don't know, minus current liabilities of 5 lakhs. Take that minus 5 lakhs and put it on the left hand side. So what will you get? You will get your current liability, you will get your current assets as 15 lakhs. Okay, so you've got your current assets as 15 lakhs, you've got your current liabilities as 5 lakhs. Equated in the equation, current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities, that is 15 lakhs upon 5 lakhs, that is 3:1. Okay, fine. From here we go to the next sum. They have given us a current ratio as 2.5. Of course, it is 2.5:1. They have given us a working capital as 60,000. Okay, so what I'll assume is that it is 2.5:1. So let me write down the formula. Your working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, so your current assets is 2.5. So let your current assets be 2.5x and let your current liabilities be x. So 2.5x minus x is equal to working capital, and the working capital is given to us as 60,000. So 2.5x minus x, 2.5x minus x gives us 1.5x. Okay, 1.5x is equal to 60,000. Okay, 1.5x is equal to 60,000. So this will give you your figure of current liabilities, which is 40,000. Now multiply that with 2.5, it will give you your current assets. Okay, and the ratio is already found out, so we don't need to do anything much with this. From here, I go to the next ratio. The next ratio is basically your liquid ratio or quick ratio. The formula is almost the same. Only thing, it is liquid assets upon current liabilities. Your liquid assets basically means from your current assets you are going to minus your stock and prepaid expenses. Your inventory and prepaid expenses is going to be minus. Okay, so that will give you your liquid ratio, or it's also known as quick ratio, or it's also known as a acid test ratio. Okay, so from here we are given different items. We are given current assets, and there is cash, there is debtors, there's bills receivable, there's marketable securities, and there is inventories. Okay, and your total current assets is 1,08,000 and your current liabilities is 54,000. So your inventories from that is 54,000. So basically current ratio is current assets upon current liabilities. Now your liquid ratio is current assets minus the stock. So it's 1,08,000 and your stock is 54,000. So 1,08,000 minus 54,000 divided by 54,000. So that will give you your liquid ratio 1:1, 54,000 upon 54,000. Kindly go through these sums, whatever we did today, and revise it as far as possible. Okay, the more you revise, the more better for you. You will strengthen your ratios. I end this session here with the hope that we meet again in the next session. Thank you so much. This is Vishwanath sir signing off.